They told you Trump was blocking a bridge because Canada was taking advantage of America. Here's what actually happened. Canada paid for the entire bridge, $6.4 billion, every cent. The ownership is already shared with Michigan. American steel, American workers, all used in the construction. Trump supported this exact bridge in 2017, even fast-tracked it. And then one Monday night, a social media post threatened to block it from opening. But there's a name buried in this story that nobody on TV is talking about. A billionaire family that owns the competing bridge that met with Trump's Commerce Secretary hours before the threat was posted. When you see who profits from blocking this bridge, the whole thing unravels. And Carney's response, one phone call, tells you everything about how this ends. These stories have layers. Subscribe and hit the bell so you always get the full picture. February 9th, 2026, Monday night, Trump posts on Truth Social, "I will not allow this bridge to open until the United States is fully compensated for everything we have given them." He claimed the bridge was built with virtually no U.S. content, claimed Canada would own both sides, said America should own at least one half of this asset. Every single one of those claims is wrong. Here are the facts. Canada paid 6.4 billion Canadian dollars, the entire construction cost. The ownership is already shared between Canada and the state of Michigan under a crossing agreement signed in 2012. American steel was used on the Michigan side. American workers built the American Plaza and highway connections. Ontario Premier Doug Ford said it publicly. 75% Canadian materials because Canada is paying 25% American. And Trump himself? In 2017, during his first term, he issued a joint statement with Justin Trudeau celebrating the bridge. His exact words, "We look forward to the expeditious completion of the Gordie Howe International Bridge, which will serve as a vital economic link between our two countries." He fast-tracked it. So what changed? Here's where it gets personal. The New York Times reported that on Monday afternoon, hours before Trump's post, Matthew Moran met with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick in Washington. After the meeting, Lutnick called Trump. Trump posted the threat shortly after. The Moran family, billionaires, they own the Ambassador Bridge, the ancient, privately held toll bridge that sits just miles from the new Gordie Howe crossing. They fought the construction of this competing bridge for years, spent millions on lobbying, even ran an ad on Fox News during Trump's favorite morning show in 2018 trying to get him to block it. A billionaire donor who profits from less competition met with Trump's cabinet. Hours later, the president threatened a Canadian bridge that Canada already paid for. And Carney's response, that's what makes this story. Tuesday morning, Carney picks up the phone, calls Trump directly. Here's what he told him. And he said this to reporters immediately after. "I explained that Canada paid for the construction of the bridge, over $4 billion, that the ownership is shared between the state of Michigan and the government of Canada, and that in the construction, obviously there's Canadian steel, Canadian workers, but also U.S. steel, U.S. workers. This is a great example of cooperation between our countries. No anger, no insults, just facts. Delivered directly to the man who'd gotten bad information from a billionaire's lobbyist the night before." Then Carney added something clever. He said Trump asked that Ambassador Hoekstra, who's from Michigan, play a role in smoothing the conversation. Think about that. Hoekstra is Trump's own ambassador. He knows Michigan's economy depends on cross-border trade. Cars, auto parts, steel. They cross that border hundreds of times before a single vehicle is finished. The existing Ambassador Bridge handles billions in trade, but it's a bottleneck. The Gordie Howe Bridge was designed to fix exactly that problem. Michigan Senator Elissa Slotkin warned that blocking the bridge would be awful for Michigan's economy. Ontario Premier Ford went on American television, CBS, CNN, and made the case directly to American viewers. "I find it ironic," Ford said, "that the president back in 2017 endorsed it and fast-tracked the project. He was all in favor." And Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkins said it plainly on CNN. It is fully constructed and fully connected to the interstate systems on both sides of the border. You can't unbuild a bridge. Now, here's the connection nobody made on TV. This bridge carries an estimated $6.4 billion in annual trade between the two countries. Auto parts, agricultural products, manufactured goods. It's the busiest land border in North America. Blocking it doesn't hurt Canada. It hurts Michigan. It hurts Detroit. It hurts every American auto worker whose parts crossed that river 6 times before final assembly. Trump thought he had leverage, a big public threat, a dramatic Truth Social post. But the bridge is built. Canada paid for it. Michigan already owns half. And the person who asked for it to be blocked? A billionaire who makes money from less competition. One phone call from Carney, and the tone changed completely. It was a positive conversation, Carney said. Here's what actually happened in 48 hours. Trump threatened to block a bridge. Carney called with facts. Michigan politicians pushed back. American media fact-checked every claim. The White House press secretary confirmed Trump and Carney spoke and couldn't explain why Trump changed his position when both his demands were already fulfilled. Michigan already owns half. Both countries already control their customs sides. The bridge is built. $6.4 billion, 2,000 plus days of construction, 1.5 miles of cable-stayed engineering connected to interstate systems on both sides. You can't unbuild it, you can't unconnect it, and you can't block it without hurting your own economy more than anyone else's. Here's why this doesn't reverse. The bridge is physical infrastructure. It exists. The tolls will repay Canada's investment over decades. The trade that flows across it benefits both countries, but Michigan needs it more urgently. Their auto supply chains are built around cross-border movement measured in hours, not days. Every delay costs money. Every blocked crossing costs jobs. And the CUSMA renegotiation is this year. Carney told reporters that bridge discussions will run in parallel with trade negotiations. That means the bridge isn't just infrastructure, it's a negotiating chip. Canada built it, Canada paid for it, and now Canada gets to say, this is what cooperation looks like. This is what investment looks like. This is what a partner does. The Moran family wanted it blocked to protect their monopoly. Trump posted the threat based on a meeting with their lobbyist. And in one phone call, Carney reminded everyone involved that the facts don't support the fiction. Canada built the bridge. Both countries own it, and it's opening. If you think more Canadians should know the real story behind this bridge fight, hit the like button. The algorithm pushes facts when you push that button. The bridge opens this year. When it does, it'll be the largest new border crossing in North America in decades. Billions in trade will flow across it annually. Thousands of jobs on both sides depend on it. And Canada, not America, paid for every dollar of its construction. Here's my question for you. Did Trump genuinely not know the facts about this bridge, or was this leverage that backfired? And does the Moran family connection change how you see this story? I want your honest take in the comments. A president posted a threat at 9 o'clock on a Monday night, based on a meeting with a billionaire who wanted to protect his monopoly. By Tuesday morning, a prime minister had made one phone call, and the facts were on the table. The bridge stands. Canada paid, and the toll booth doesn't care who posted what on social media. This bridge fight is just one piece of the sovereignty puzzle. The fighter jet decision, Gripen versus F-35, 12,600 Canadian jobs versus Pentagon dependency. That's the defense version of the same story. I broke it down fully. That video is right here. I'll see you there.